What's up, y'all? Teyana Taylor came out today, finally admitting that she and her husband have separated. I feel so sad for them. They're such a cute couple. Oh my God. But listen, I attached a reading. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome. Happy Sunday. I attached a reading to the post for the Shade Room so you guys can go back and revisit it. And we talked a lot about like their love for each other. We talked a lot about it did seem like something was happening. You'll hear me throw the word separated around a lot because that's what I was getting and that's what I was feeling. So you'll hear me saying separated quite a bit. And then you'll hear me say they may have some type of arrangement, but he does look like he's being sneaky. Well, they have some type of arrangement, so he wasn't being sneaky, so we'll give him credit for that. They obviously have separated. They've obviously talked about it. And now that he's being caught in different situations that appear to look like cheating, I guess she finally had to come out and say something about it so he won't look like a bum, okay? But I attached the reading to the Shade Room post. And you can always click the link in the bio to go straight to the YouTube channel where you can catch every single video that I've done. And I just feel so sad because it's like they're separated. Now, Jenny and and Jeezy are divorcing. Hugh Jackman, we're talking about Teyana Taylor right now. Hugh Jackman and his wife have separated after 27 years of marriage. Like, my mom used to love Hugh Jackman. Like, the Best Showman. You remember that movie, The Best Showman? When he became, like, the circus master or whatever. My mom used to love Hugh Jackman. So, it's just sad to see so many people just break up. It's so crazy to me. When I saw that Hugh Jackman was breaking up with his wife after 27 years, I just was like, my heart, 27 years, guys. That's a whole adult. That's 27 years old. That's a whole adult working in the world with a kid and a husband, and finished college. That's a whole person in the damn world. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine you've invested that much time, but people they get to a point in their life where they're not in their purpose, and they feel like they need to go in a different direction, and I respect it. I do respect it. But it is kind of like when you see it, you be like, oh, my heart. He like my husband in my head. Yeah. So it's just really shocking to see somebody like 27 years of marriage. That is like, to me, like, is like heartbreaking to me. We lost the aspect of true binding. We need it back. That's true. But again, I know a coworker, guys, who was married to his wife for over 40 something years, right? As long as I was alive, basically. And his wife literally left him. She wanted to be on her own. And just imagine that. That's so heartbreaking. And then you're at that age where, like, are you really going out there a date? But sometimes people not dating. They just want peace. They just want peace of mind. Yeah. But yes, you're right. It's a grown person. A whole grown person in the world. 27 years old. We lost the aspect of mind. It's true. Did you see Chrisean and Blueface? Yes. I was going to go on YouTube and do a podcast situation on Chrisean and Blueface. I did create a thumbnail for them. I also created a thumbnail for Nicki Minaj, Offset, Cardi B, and Kenneth Petty. I did 2 thumbnails today. I just was feeling kind of lightheaded, so I was just like, let me eat something and lay down. But I definitely had done, I sat here and I take pride in doing my thumbnails. If y'all haven't recognized them, thumbnails be on fire. But I take pride in doing my thumbnails, so I be taking time to sit down and make sure I have the right picture. I have it centered correctly, that it just looks great. Jaidyn, let me say this. Triangulation again. This is why I posted it in the story, right? It's triangulation again. It's just reverse. Now it's Jaidyn terms to be triangulated, right? There's nothing that has changed. He's just now falling out with Jaidyn, and he's triangulating the situation with Chrisean. It's the same shit, guys. At the end of the day, you know, it depends on who he is having an issue with this week, this month, at this moment. It's the same shit, different day. I think the nails do have the stand out more. I love it. Your thumbnails always be on point. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, that makes a difference. And the reason why I started doing the thumbnails, like really taking time to do the thumbnails, first of all, I taught myself. Because I was trying to get somebody to do them for me, but they cost money. And then I decided, well, let me just start trying to practice it myself. But the reason why I really, just to make a long story short, everybody uses the same pictures. But you're not going to find my pictures nowhere, right? You might find that picture, but you ain't going to find it the way I put it. So it just stands out completely. So I take the time, like I may use a picture that somebody else is using, but trust and believe you me, it ain't going to be the same picture. It may be, you know, maybe that picture, like if I do a picture of Cardi B, you might see that picture of Cardi B, but it ain't going to be the same position that it was in on your picture. Everybody on YouTube, sometimes people just pull a thumbnail, pull a picture off the internet and just roll with that picture. But the way I do my pictures, you ain't going to have my pictures. I can promise you ain't going to have my thumbnail. I can promise you that. You ain't going to have my thumbnail. I'm going to make it hard for you to repeat me. So you would have to literally sit down and do your thumbnails exactly the way I do them. Chrisean has not received health love, coping mechanisms. Of course, Blueface feels good. Feels good for her. He took me to getting into a horrible relationship to realize that I was addicted to trauma. Well, let's say this. She's 3 years old. She is really young. She's been with Blueface since she was 19 going on 20. She's really young. She's attached to him. They have trauma bonded. It's going to take some time. Listen, this is not my relationship. The only thing I can do is hope for the best, wish for the best. Hopefully both of these young women know their worth and eventually move from this relationship. But that's going to take some time. How many people on this live have been in a relationship that they should have been out of a long time ago? Y'all forget, like, we're human beings. And people forget it's not always that easy to just walk away. Yes, it's been terrible. Yes, it's horrible. I know personally a girl who was literally in the same situation that Chrisean was in. This Negro did not care about her. He literally got her pregnant and was acting a fool. Ended up getting into a serious relationship. Ended up getting engaged. Made her take a DNA test. Actually went to court and filed child support on himself so she couldn't do it. It happens every day in real life. So why do we get online and we're so judgmental on somebody else's life? Half the people I be reading for, 90% of the people I be reading for, and even for my damn self, we've all been in a situation where we kept going with a fool that we know we shouldn't have been with. Period. We act so holier than thou when we looking at somebody else's situation. That's what be killing me. It's like I can personally put my hand up and say I was with somebody about 4 years too long. Right? 4 years way too long. I was with the person for 7 years total. This is my ex-boyfriend. But the point was I was with him about 4 years too long. Should have been left his ass. But I kept going with the situation. I kept going. I was dreaming about him cheating. Literally seeing him with women, having sex in my dreams, and I still kept going with this fool. Come to find out, he was really dealing with somebody else, and I kept going with that shit. At the end of the day, we gonna get online and talk about what we not gonna do and what nobody can do to us. When you in that situation, is a whole different story. Now, once I got into my late 20s and early 30s, nobody could play with me at that point. But I'm saying, like, we've all been there. We've all done that. It's just amazing to see. So, in the same woman that's be online with that nonsense, talking that shit, be the same one waiting on somebody to give them a call, be the same one letting a nigga play in their face, be the same one with the bull crap. Come on now. Like, y'all, like, it be killing me when I be seeing these comments online. Like, we just so perfect over here. Like, that's why I just be like, whatever. Just whatever. Get out of here with that. You know? I guess nobody, like somebody got on my live stream. Well, no, when I did the reading on Jenny Mine. Remember I said that I could see Jenny and Jeezy being together for some years on their last reading. Somebody said, you said they were going to be together. Did you hear the word some before that? Did you hear me say they're going to be old and gray? Did you hear me say the word forever? I believe the word is some. What's some? Some ain't a whole lot. They're going to be together for some years. If I tell you I'm going to be there for some time, that's temporary. Right now, if I call you and say, girl, I'm going to the store, I'm going to the mall, I'm going to be there for some time. That didn't mean I said I was going to be there all day, did it? Did I say I was going to be there all day? Did I say I was going to be there till it closed? Did I say, no, I said I'm going to be there for some time. That means I'm going to be there for a minute. That don't mean I'm going to be there forever. Learn how to listen. Open your ears and learn how to listen. But people hear what they want to hear. People see what they want to see. People are so judgmental. Like, their life is so perfect. Half the people, you guys have so many women that has never even been in a real relationship, never been in a relationship with, like, get out of here. Stop being so judgmental, man. I can't. I don't want to go on a tangent. But, it's just crazy to me. So anyway, back to the story. It's just Jaidyn's turn, in my opinion, to be triangulated, right? Now, we keep missing this whole part, though. So, Jaidyn had wrote a series of tweets, right? This is what was killing me. And we just keep skipping this part. And I took a screenshot of it. But she said something about men and women. Women and men. Did y'all, not see that part? I took a screenshot of it. Because basically, Chrisean has been on the verge of exposing Blueface, right? And then Jaidyn said something in her tweets last night that also made me feel like, wait a minute, what's she talking about? So she said, I took a screenshot of it because she said something about women and men, but she wasn't saying nothing. And I'm like, wait a minute, what's up? Like, so Jaidyn, you seen that? Well, but we keep on just skipping over that part. They posting everything but that part. But Jaidyn literally came out her mouth and said something about, let me see if I took a screenshot of it. Cause she said something about women, men and women. I thought you knew. We talked about that already on the live stream right here on this channel, right here on this Instagram. We already talked about him liking transgenders. That's not the point that I'm making. The point is that Jaidyn is now confirming it, right? So if you've been with me a minute and you've been on any of these live streams, we already talked about what was in his phone. We talked about the potential of him liking transgenders. We already talked about that here. It's actually still on the it's still here, but it's inside. You have to click that little thing that looks like a recording button and go on the back end of my channel and you'll hear it. You'll see it. I think this is labeled Chrisean Rock, but I'll label it something else. Because we already discussed the fact that, in my opinion, I felt it was transgenders. That's what I was saying. This is not set in stone. All right. But I had talked about this a few weeks ago. But the point is that Jaidyn is now saying it. That's the point that I was trying to make. Right. So she was talking about she only believed in him. She worked 2 jobs. She used to walk to work while he sat at her mama's house and sold weed. She called him a whole weirdo. Oh, here's this. This is the part. There's always another bitch or a nigger. I never gave away what you did. I'm done. I said what I said. This is the part right here. So if you go inside of that tweet, there's a lot of people that's having questions around what that actually meant. Now, as you can recall, Chrisean has been kind of alluding to it too, right? So maybe this is why he's so preoccupied with homosexuality, why he's so preoccupied with that topic. Because the way she's saying it was like, you did what you did. Like, she's saying it like it's in the past, but the point is she's saying it. There's always another bitch or another nigga. I never gave away what you did. I'm done. What I said, what you did. So it almost like the way she's saying it was like it's in the past. All right. So I was like, baby, what is the tea on that comment? All right. So I'm like, do we need to visit that comment and just really like pull some cards on it for real, not just talk about it? Again, we talked about it here, right? But she was alluding he wasn't her baby daddy either. Yeah, she was saying that same thing too. Like she was saying something like, oh, you're right. Because she said something about being his baby mama is still out. The verdict is still out about being his baby mama or something like that. Now, they were talking about that little girl not being for Blueface. But if you look at Journey and when Javon was first born, they look just alike. Like I'm talking about when Javon was small, like 2 and 3, like small. But I'm not about to get into, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, we could pull some cards to see if that's how big, if Journey's his. But she did say that part about, being your baby mama, is still out for discussion. But anyway, the point I was making about that particular tweet, we talked about this, and Chrisean has alluded to this, so it's interesting. So I think I'm gonna go on YouTube and go live and try to, go on YouTube and talk about it. I don't know about going live because, child, you know what? I might have to test YouTube out and see if I'm able to go live because my Wi-Fi be going crazy, for real. I love their names. Very gorgeous baby names. Yeah, Javon. My sister can't stand the name Javon. That's what I was thinking. Journey. That's a cute name. That's a cute name. But anyway, guys, so I took a screenshot of this because I was like, what does that mean? There's always another bitch or another nigga I never gave away what you did. I'm done. I said what I said. What is that supposed to mean? Right? I mean, I can see you saying there's always another bitch in the mix. But why are you saying another bitch or a nigga? I'm like, How does all of that, and he bisexual? That's the thing I hate about women. Sometimes I say this too. I can't stand about some women. You see him doing certain things. You see he into certain things. You caught him with something 1 time or 2 times. You tolerated it. You dealt with it. You turned a blind eye to it. You rationalized it in your mind. But the minute he didn't do what you wanted him to do, you're going to weaponize it against him. And try to put it, try to use it against him. Now, hey, use what you can, because Blueface going to definitely weaponize everything he can against you. I ain't mad at you. But in general, I don't like when women, or I don't like when women sit there and see homosexuality going on with their boyfriends. They tolerate it because they really love the person. They want to be with the person. Then they turn around and try to weaponize the girl. If you had a problem with it, have a problem with it. Don't wait till you mad with that nigga. I mean that person. Sorry, excuse me. Don't wait till you mad with that person to now say, "Oh, I know your secrets." She even said in those tweets, "I've been with you 10 years. I know a whole lot that I could be saying." Okay? Y'all do know Jaidyn was supposed to go on Storm Monroe one time, and she got scared and changed her mind. So Jaidyn is one of those people. Jaidyn will go and expose him too. Don't get nothing twisted. Jaidyn is, if she's pushed to the point, Jaidyn will expose him. If she's really pushed to the point, if she get pushed out, just know this. If he really pushes her out and bring Chrisean back to that house, or bring Chrisean and that baby back into the mix, for real, you watch how Jaidyn tell us everything we need to know. Watch how Jaidyn sing on his ass, his mama ass, and everybody else's ass on there. Trust and believe me. If Jaidyn get pushed out the deal, baby, we gonna get some tea on Blueface you ain't never heard and you ain't never seen in your entire life. Cause she was supposed to go on Storm Monroe, but she got scared and didn't go. So if she get pushed to the point, just know this: she will expose Blueface, and we will all be getting the tea, and we will all be sitting there with a bag of popcorn, enjoying every single moment of a jail. I know I am. Not gonna lie. I don't like the little boy. But the point is, Jaidyn Alexis is not exempt from exposing Blueface. At least Chrisean get online and do it to him and be in his face with it. But just know this: she been with him 10 years. She know all of his secrets. Man, Blue career about to be out the window. He need to play his cards right. He don't know how to play his cards right. He's too narcissistic to play his cards right. Look how he sat there, went to Baltimore. He been wanting to do that. He been wanting Chrisean to follow him. He been wanting the baby to follow him. He been wanting to say Chrisean was a part of MILF. You know how he been fiending for that. Don't think that that's something he been itching for. He been wanting to do. That's been his lifelong dream to do, y'all. Y'all think Chrisean just sat there and went and talked about she actually looked like a joke to me that she was signing that paper. Because I think somebody was saying pretend in the background. Somebody was saying pretend you sign it. But the point is, don't you think he relishes it? He relishes all of that stuff. He relishes in that moment. Right? He been want to do that. He been want to do that. Now, I did say in the reading, I felt like Jaidyn Alexis was a big part of him not going to see his son sooner. But I held him accountable. Because at the end of the day, you don't take no grown-ass person's feelings in consideration over your children. Not one grown person can come over my children. Right? Nobody can come over my children. You're not going to make me do nothing that's going to be to spite my children. But a lot of men allow women to get in their ear about their kids. And damn near going on week 2, he hadn't even seen his baby yet. Looking like a deadbeat bum. At the end of the day, I told you she was a big reason why he hadn't ran his ass to Baltimore yet. But I hold him accountable. Because you don't let no grown-ass woman tell you about seeing your child. You don't let no grown-ass woman tell you not to go be there for your birth of your child. That's on you. You did that. You made that choice. Nobody gonna tell me nothing about my child. I'm not my children. You can go forget that. Hi, what's up, baby? You can forget that. You can forget that. You can forget thinking you're gonna tell me about my children. The minute you tell me about my children and how to deal with my children, me and you gonna have a problem. We're gonna fall out. Hey, it is what it is. You ain't gonna tell me nothing about my kids. But he allowed that situation to happen. Maybe he got to the point to where he's like, let me say this. Jaidyn gonna be there regardless. When I tell you, he'd have to push her out completely for her to really rat on him. He can go see Chrisean right now, be in Baltimore right now, be in the bed. And the thing is, Jaidyn not wrong to be mad. You supposed to be going to see your child. You up in the bed with no shirt on, probably some boxes on. You laying up in the bed. That don't look like you visiting your child or me. Visiting your child doesn't require you to be up in the bed. Visiting your child don't require you to be laying with your other baby mama like y'all one big happy family. Okay? Visiting your child doesn't require that. Now, I can see them being at the gas station, but you in the bed. All right? You in the bed. So just imagine your baby daddy go visit the baby mama and then you get a picture of him in the bed. I mean, come on. Is she not supposed to be upset? He was following the blogs to make his next move, period. I told y'all he'd be watching those blogs. He'd be inside of those chats and everything. So it's one thing for him to, it's one thing for him to go visit his child. But why are you in the bed? I'm confused. But let me tell y'all, a lot of the men be in the bed. Especially when they be having young babies like that. A lot of them be in the bed. A lot of them still be dealing with the woman. A lot of them still be at the house getting lunch and dinner. A lot of them still be at the house acting like they with that person. You just don't know about it. Blueface just out with it. Okay? Let's be clear. That's why I tell women, be careful dating men with little bitty babies. Be real careful with men that have little bitty babies like that. Is they gonna still be fooling around? They're gonna be still sleeping with the other person. And trust me, this is what, in my opinion, what Blueface gonna do is eventually tell Jaidyn, I'm still gonna be dealing with Chrisean, and he gonna still tell Chrisean, I'm still gonna be dealing with Jaidyn. Let me see what you're saying. I had a good old blue Nola marathon. Oh, you did, girl. You're right. He was following the blogs to make his next move. I had a good old blue Nola marathon this morning. Laughed a lot, watching a bunch of readings. Oh, thank you so much. You're always so supportive. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Listen, I put him in the chat so y'all can see that what's new, what's actually new. His mama got online saying she was glad we went to see his son. I'm glad too. I saw what she was saying. Let me say this. Jaidyn is not responsible for him to go see his son. Again, ultimately, that's his decision. Ultimately, it's his decision. Now, do I think that him taking time to see his son was his in part of his feelings around Jaidyn? Yes. But ultimately, that's Jaidyn don't have no part in that, no dog in that fight, dog. Let me say this. Jaidyn needs to stay out of what's going on with him and Chrisean needs to stay out of what's going on with him and Jaidyn. Right? But personally, I would be encouraging it. I would have been saying, go see your son. Go do what you got to do. I would have been encouraging it, me personally. Because to me, when I see a man not trying to take the steps towards his children, that should be a red flag that he'll do that to you. Right? His problem is Rock brings money and he couldn't recreate that with Jaidyn, period. I 100% agree with that. Where has his momentum been with Jaidyn? Right? He had one date in, I think, December that they've pulled down. He just got another date that he posted up. I think it's a $10 event per person. He's not making any real money with Jaidyn. He's spending money. He's not making money with Jaidyn. Unfortunately, she just don't have the it factor. She don't have the je ne sais quoi. She just don't have it. So he's not gonna make the money with Jaidyn like he made with Chrisean, and he's not gonna get the heat like he got with Chrisean. Where Chrisean, he is a fire. He's fire. With Jaidyn, he's ice. Like he's literally sitting on ice with Jaidyn. Now, Jaidyn would be good if he decided he didn't want to rap no more. He wanted to get a job at UPS, and hey, that's all good. But if he really doing this for real, this is why a lot of men transition from their baby mamas to a girl in the industry, because their lifestyles are different. But I give Jaidyn this much credit. At least she tried. At least she's trying. She really think her numbers are legitimate. Did Blueface not tell her he paid for that? Because even if you look at her likes on her page for the video, the likes don't even add up to say you even getting 1 million freaking views, girl. So did Blueface tell you he went on QQ2.com and purchased those views for you? Because you clearly delusional. At what age is it okay to date men with kids? I would say, by the time the kid is 5 and 7, they pretty much worn out that relationship with the baby mama. By the time the kid is 5, 6, 7, at that point, that relationship is either going to be together or it's falling apart. By the time that kid is 5, that relationship is either falling apart or they've decided to be together. But when you up here dating a man that have a newborn baby, you asking for damn trouble. When you up here dating a man that got a 3-year-old baby, I feel like people asking for trouble. I'm telling you, they still be sleeping with their baby mama. I really believe by the time the kid is like 4 going on 5, in that range, he's kind of already decided where he's going to be at. Let's see. His mama, let me see. Let's see. Hey, what's up? Let me see what else y'all talking about. What's up, Foreign Lauren? What's up? His other baby mama can become an influencer and make her own money. Yeah, but his other baby mama got to stop letting him pull her in bullshit too. Because what happens is, because they hate Blueface, now they hate her. So it's like it's hard for her to get off the ground because of Blueface. She'd have to get into her own thing. She would have to become Jaidyn Alexis, separate and apart from Blueface, doing her own thing, sharing her own story. As long as she's attached to Blueface, she'll always keep getting kicked because, she's, first of all, allowing herself to be a part of the circus. And sometimes she entertains it so people feel like she's a participant in the bullshit, right? Listen, at the end of the day, he was with Jaidyn for 10 years. I'll be fighting for my relationship too if I were her. Man, it breaks me to see women down themselves like this. It's true. Well, you know how many women do this, girl? You know how many women right now out here fighting between themselves and some man? I hope Rock doesn't fall for the okie doke. He's not going to change. She already fell for the okie doke. What you talking about? She online posting pictures in the bed. They claim Blueface doing it, but clearly she's allowing it. Right? Again, participation is key. If me and you go rob a bank and you rob the bank and I'm standing there and I leave with you, I'm still participating. Shit. So at the end of the day, He following the baby page. The baby page following him. They got pictures of him in the bed. Come on, they all are doing this together. 5 to 7 years. Good to know I'm dating a man with a 2-year-old. I mean, you might be straight with that little 2-year-old, but just be careful with newborn babies. Chrisean is going to end up pregnant again. I said that same thing. Are you talking about this on YouTube? Yeah, we're going to do a YouTube video. I'm just talking right now, girl. Right now, I'm just running my mouth, chill. What is this thumbnail you got? You look like somebody mean on here. What? So, anyway, you can barely see it. It's very, very light. But anyway, like I said, we'll probably discuss it on YouTube. Same old shit, different day. New person being triangulated. Did you see Teyana and Iman? Yes. I posted it in the story, girl. So, make sure y'all check out good, because I gotta go get back to work. Okay, girl, take care. Yes, I posted it in the story. That was the first thing we discussed. They separated, they said, for 2 years. Jesus. Remember in the reading I kept saying they separated. I feel like something's going on. I feel like they separated. It's okay to be separated. It's okay to be in your purpose. Look, go watch the reading. I must have said separated about 6 or 7 times, child. I kept saying something's happening here. It's the Chariot separation, the 3 of Swords separation, the 2 of Cups issues. Go watch the reading. I literally said separated about 50 freaking times. I just watched it again, not the whole thing from the beginning. But I counted that I must have said separated at least 5 or 6 times. Just in that short time that I watched it. So go back and watch it. Now, I'll give them credit. Will you make your own Blue Nola deck? No, chill. If I make a deck, I thought about this. If I make a deck, it'll be like a Mardi Gras themed tarot deck. But, I'll have to find somebody who would have to help me make it. But it would definitely be, because, Mardi Gras, we have so many different themes, right? We have so many different floats. You can literally just make a full deck using floats, So I think it will be like a Mardi Gras thing. But yes, go back to the Teyana Taylor and the Iman video. But I'm glad she addressed it, because it does appear cheating like in the way it's being done. Even the lady that posted him, it seemed like she was being sneaky, right? So it gave you the allure. It gave you the appearance that he was being sneaky, that something sinister was happening. So I'm glad that she addressed it, so that we all know, like, he's not being sneaky. We're separated, right? But it did come across very sneaky and very, like, undercover, and like something was going on, right? So, and maybe the sneakiness was because they were hiding it, right? They were hiding the separation. I don't know. I was picking up on sneakiness too. But at the end of the day, she confirmed that he's not in fact cheating, that they are separated. But go watch the reading. I said separated about 5 or 6, maybe 7 times, chill. Literally. Even towards the end, I gave a whole speech about it's okay to be separated. It's okay to be in your purpose. It's okay. Do your best. Try your best. I always encourage clients to do your best until you can't do it anymore. I even gave that good old separation speech. So go back and watch it. Go back and watch it. Pretty much we were pretty on point with it. Pretty much. So go back and watch it. I gave a whole separation speech at the end. I even said in the video, they may come out and tell us that they're separated. Listen, in the reading, I talk about communication challenges. I talk about people not in their purpose. I talk about I talk about all of that, I'm not going to revisit that again. But the point is that just go watch the reading. I know she was saying, and remember I said in the reading, they like family, but listen, you're not, everything is not perfect and you're separating. So you have been having tension, and you have been having communication issues, and you have been having some challenges, and you feel like you're not in your purpose. So I hate when people try to pretend like we're great, we're just separating. No, you're not great. Because if you were great, you wouldn't be separating. Like, if you would, like, people really be like sitting here playing in people's face, like, we're amazing, we're just separating. No, there's something that happened, cause and effect. That's something that happened that created a separation. Let's stop playing like, I hate when people be like, that's your truth. Go ahead and do it. But not one person that I've ever broke up with, we were in perfect condition and decided to just separate. Right? That's a whole bunch of hokey pokey. How many people just was in perfect condition with somebody and just said, you know what? I think I'll separate. Like, how many people literally was dating somebody or married to somebody and y'all were in perfect condition? Everything was great. And you just decided to separate. That makes no sense. So you definitely were challenged. You definitely feel like the relationship ran its course. You definitely feel like you wanted to move in your own purpose. Period. Cut the crap. That's like Tia Mowry. She went separated from her husband just to go out and date. Girl, I know you lying. But if you feel like the person not pulling their weight and the person not doing what they're supposed to do and the person is lazy and the person you've been taking care of, I can understand that. But it's like, girl, you went and did all of that just to go out and complain about dating? Girl, ain't nothing out there. Girl, like, what's going on? But anyway, I digress. So Jaidyn Alexis is now getting her turn on the triangulation. That's totally up to her. And Blueface and Chrisean Rock. And let me say this, he gotta go back to California. So what y'all think gonna happen? Let me ask y'all honestly. He's gotta take a flight. He's gotta get back to California. What y'all think gonna happen when he get back to California? I'll wait. What do y'all think gonna happen when he get back to California? What's he gonna do? Right now he in Baltimore, living it up, living la vida loca. He with Chrisean and Chrisean Jr., right? He got to bond with them over a quick period of time. He didn't, got acclimated or whatever. What do y'all think he gonna do when he get back to California? Let's see. Anybody? What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do when he get back to California? He gotta deal with Jaidyn Alexis. Jaidyn Alexis is living in his house. So we just think that he just doing all of this. He got to go back and get into, look, back in Jaidyn's face. So right now once again, he got to go back and deal with Jaidyn. And he kind of easily gets into a situation like when he's with Chrisean, he's kind of in Chrisean's energy. When he gets with Jaidyn, he's kind of in Jaidyn's energy. Personally, what I think Blueface should do, nobody should live in his house. Everybody should live on their own. So when he want Jaidyn to come over, Jaidyn can come over with the kids. When he want Chrisean to come over, Chrisean can come over with the baby. Everybody be in their own place. This is what you do. But he's so codependent on people. It would make your life so much easier if you just put everybody in their own space. Chrisean get in her own space. Jaidyn get in her own space. And that way you ain't got nobody worrying you about shit. Back in Jaidyn's face. Chrisean needs to have 2 more kids to up Jaidyn. Oh, no, child. We don't want to. We don't want that. And talk junk about Chrisean. It's repetitive, yeah? So all he going to do is get back to California. Girl, I was playing. How I was doing. I was just acting up, for the gram, for the clout. And she'll be back in position believing his bullshit. So he got to go back to Jaidyn. The only thing that if Jaidyn don't have nowhere to go, where is she going? Behind mama's house? Jaidyn don't have no money like that. Now, she probably have the money in her account that they've been having. But, again, what is she? Like, Jaidyn don't have a job. Jaidyn does not work. Jaidyn is totally dependent upon Blueface. The money that Jaidyn has come from Blueface. All that YouTube money goes to Blueface's account. So, the only thing she could do is go to her mama's house. What is she going to do? Jaidyn, like Blueface is gaslighting, manipulating, triangulation. Yep, dumping insecurity. Jaidyn needs to find a little 1-bedroom in Los Angeles. She needs to go back to her bedroom. She needs to go back to her apartment that she was in before she moved in a house. Because he going to keep going between y'all. And all you going to do is by her being there, she going to just force him outside of the house. So everybody need to get their own spot. Chrisean, get your own spot. Jaidyn, get your own spot, and let Blueface be in his house alone. And then everybody can visit at different times and be on the schedule and rotation. But, you know, I just think you should be out of there. I wouldn't be in nobody's house like Blueface. I seen Blueface on the video kicking his own mom and sister out one time. I just saw this yesterday. I saw a video where he kicked his mama out. He kicked his mom and his sister out for 2 women he was dealing with. He wasn't even with Jaidyn Alexis at that time. So if he kicked his mama out and his sister out, and I'm telling you, go look for it on YouTube. I'm talking about straight fighting, kicking him out. He kicked his sister. His sister damn near went down the stairs. I think she hurt her finger. Her finger was bleeding. He kicked his mama and his sister out of his house. And they had it on live stream. It's literally on YouTube. I just watched it 2 nights ago. So if he kick his own mama out jail, what he think he gonna do anybody else? At this point, Jaidyn needs to get a real job, take care of her kids, because she is too old to be solely dependent on him, period. You need to, like, if I was Jaidyn, I would have stayed in my apartment and bragged about it in the song. I'm telling you, I seen a whole video where he kicked his own mama out. Do you hear me? Go look for it. It's right on YouTube. Put Blueface kicks his mama out. Kicks his mom out. You're going to see a video where he's kicking his mom out of his house, tossing their shit, fighting his sister and everything. She's in the house she says she never go back to. Now you're dependent on him. Let me tell you, if I haven't learned nothing in my life, I've learned never to be in somebody's house as the house. If I have not learned nothing in my whole life, I will say to you, never go live in somebody's house where it's not your name is not on it. At any given moment, that person can decide they don't want you there. They can decide they want their space. They can decide, he could decide, you know what? I want Chrisean and the baby to come back. What if Chrisean get in her head to give him back control? You know how fast he'll have Jaidyn out of there? I never had to plan to begin with. I could never depend on the soul. Never not have your own money. Yeah. I'm just saying, I would never, ever, like, be in a situation with a person where I'm in their house. And their name is on it. My name is not on it. They can tell me to leave at any given moment, at any given time that they feel good and ready. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Look, yeah, Tiger Woods. Look at Kevin Costner. He won his wife out of his house. Went to court and got her out of there. Now, I think she's being ridiculous with the child support, especially with the children being grown as hell. But the point is, Kevin Costner literally kicking his wife out of the house she'd been in. Man, I will pay my bills, but when I get home and have a space all to myself, I'm happy, period. I'm not saying don't live with somebody. I'm just saying if you're going to go live with somebody, make sure your name is on there. Make sure you have something drawn up saying you're entitled to be there, that you live there. If you get an apartment with that person, put your name on there. Even if that person had an apartment first, make sure you go to the rental office with that person to put your name on the lease as a person who lives there. You know, don't just allow yourself to be in somebody's house and mad day come. Now you got to get out. You know how hard it is to scramble to find another place to be. A lot of people don't want to go back and live with their family. You know, a lot of times you're not saving money the way you normally would save money because you the guy used to living with this person. You know, she has nothing. He said he was paying the bills at our apartment. That's what I'm saying. So Jaidyn Alexis leaves Blueface. Where you going? By your mama house with your kids? You know, at the end of the day, but he got to go back to California. He got to deal with Jaidyn Alexis. She's still living in the house. And you don't know, this all could be to hype them up. This could all to be for clout. This could all be to get people to listen to their music and see what they're saying and doing. All this, to me, almost feels like a big game anyway. So, still cool co-parents. And I love them as a couple. Iman and Teyana Taylor. Man, y'all remember when Teyana Taylor was on Sweet 16? That's how far back I go with Teyana Taylor. I remember her being on Sweet 16, I believe. And I watched that episode. This is on MTV. It's been a minute. My daddy told me never ever live in a man and my name ain't on the lease. Period. Period. I'm trying to tell you the worst mistake you ever make in life. If I don't tell you nothing else today, don't ever do it. Don't ever live with somebody. I don't care if you're madly in love. I don't care if you feel like this is going to be your heart, your rib. I don't care. When mad day come, guess what? This is my house. My house. I pay the bills. This is my stuff. This is my spot. You know how many people I talk to every day that somebody telling them this is my house. So now you done set yourself for the okie doke. My heart breaks for her. Love makes you do crazy things. I was Jaidyn and Chrisean a year old. I wish I was Jaidyn and Chrisean. Oh, wow. Listen, I've never been a Jaidyn or Chrisean to that degree. But I've been in relationships. I've been in a couple of relationships where I was in, especially one in particular. I was in one relationship in particular where I stayed longer than I should have stayed. And until this day, that person's still the same. He's an Aquarius too. He's still the same. Now, the difference between my Aquarius and Blueface, my Aquarius never tried to triangulate me with other people. If anything, he lied a lot. He just tried to keep everything a secret. But he never tried to triangulate. Ain't that much love in the world. I'm sorry, period. You gotta tell me it's my house once and then I'll leave, period. And this is why, what's that girl's name? Gabrielle Union. This is why Gabrielle Union says she pays her bills. She pays her portion of the bills. Because she said Dwayne Wade told her one time, this is my house, and she said, you'll never tell me that again. So this is why she and Dwayne Wade got a house where they have their names on it together. This is why she picks up the slack and pays her portion of the bills. Because he actually told her that. That's what she said. She said this man literally told her one time, this is my house. And she said, you'll never tell me that again. And so there's a reason why she decided to pick up bills or pay a certain portion of bills. Yes, my baby daddy showed me that side one time, and I said I would never live with him, the motherfucker, and my name on it, not on anything. I'm telling you, the worst mistake you ever make in your life. It's all wonderful when you're in love and everything is great with the world and you feel like you're going to be with the person forever. And shit, when stuff start going bad and stuff start going sour, or you find out that person's cheating or lying, baby, next thing you know, this is my house. This is my house. This is my house. Yeah, this is my house. Okay? So, anyway, I'm about to get ready. And I'll probably get on YouTube later tonight. Not right now. You see their ass. Like, people show you their true colors. But all Blueface doing is triangulating the situation. This time, Jaidyn is getting the bad end of the stick. That's all he's doing, guys. That's all he's doing. He went out to Baltimore. Why? I mean, you in a studio, girl. Like, what? Like, he done got you in the studio. Blueface is determined not to let nobody have a Chrisean rock. I can promise you that. He probably saw her in the studio the other day and was like, what the hell going on here? I'm telling you, they make fire together. They are electrifying together. Even though it's dysfunctional, it's toxic. You know? Nola said, how does the ex-husband feel? I don't give a damn. All right, y'all. I'm about to go. I'm reading somebody's comments off YouTube. I'll be watching the comments too. They said, Nola said, how does her ex-husband feel? I don't give a damn. You know how I am. All right, I'm out of here, y'all. Have a great day. Take care. Stay blessed. I'll see y'all on YouTube later. Bye.